Welcome to Steven's Stream. If you're watching this,
The
It's
world has
not-
ended.
It's not bringing you up.
Give it a second. You might have to search my actual name.
I'm under you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
Oh, we got it. We got it. There's audio from all of us. Let's go.
I'm not getting shit. I can't even bring up the stream.
I'd have to.
I had to refresh his page.
It won't let me. I got it now. You know how you pull down to refresh? It wouldn't do it.
I want a kitten.
Because I've got it up on my phone.
I got two cats here you can have.
I mean, you are hallucinating, so. Oh, I'm not gonna take Bubba Gump or whatever his name
Bubblegum.
is.
I can't
Aw,
give
man.
either cat away. Scarlett would be mad if I gave her cat away. Christina would be mad if I gave her cat away.
I am
Alright,
done
Stevie
trying to
Wonder.
find this damn supply drop.
Language, vulgar, you're gonna be kicked. I'm cutting this, clipping it.
I'm clipping it. Banning
My
it for life.
sensitive ears can't handle it.
I thought you just said something about a laxative.
My laxative ears. That's gross.
Yeah,
My
they're just
laxative.
oozing shit. Oh no, now I gotta get banned myself. I'm not gonna last.
5 minutes in.
Yeah.
He logs in tomorrow. Why does it say my account is banned?
Can you go 5 minutes without saying any kind of swear? I believe I
No.
can.
Look, okay, so we can't do this on Twitch stream or anything like that because of the bans going on. But on a YouTube video, you can get away with a lot more.
Yeah.
And we should do challenges like that playing games like Assholes and Presidents. You ever heard of that game?
No.
It's been
No, I have
so
not.
fun,
so
though.
Assholes and Presidents is a card game, and basically one guy's the president, but basically everybody makes rules while you're drinking.
Oh, God.
And if you break the rule, you gotta drink. And Kirk said that you can't talk with your hands. So I was trashed. Because
Yeah.
I
That's the only way he knows how to
constantly
communicate.
move my hands with when I'm talking. Even when you can't see me. And then they also had no swearing. I'm like, oh my god, is this against me?
So, no, never.
And they're like, we all swear. I was like, talk with your hands, swear. And there was like a few others, and I'm like, this is like me written in the game form. Don't be me and you won't be drunk. That was the day Kirk, there's a dare portion of the game. And Kirk talked me into stripping of my boxers and running through the neighborhoods.
Nice. Oh, I can't believe I missed that.
Oh, it was great. This was years ago. He was still a guy.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, goodness.
this was on his house behind Tony's there.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
That was when me, Cozy, and all them hung out. And Scott, Harvey's roommate, still had his place. It was right after me and Scott were roommates.
Because that would have been when me and Blair were dating.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's been a
Well,
while
actually,
then.
that's
We were in high
before you. I that was before me and you really knew each other. Like I
Yep.
knew who you were, but it was
Oh,
just through people.
Right?
That was before the game kicked off.
Yeah, but before all that happened, I was hanging out. Me and Blair were dating before all that, so.
Yeah.
I want to be a cannibal. I can be a cannibal in this
Yeah,
game?
because you guys.
Yeah.
That's why Blair joined the game was
I
because
was
of
gonna
you.
do it.
But it was now I knew Josh though back then. I knew Josh better than I knew you guys.
Right.
But that's because of what's her face, Chin.
What's her face? Did you call her what's her face Chin?
Yeah, I call her Chin because she has a really big chin. You know, but what's her face? Oh, was fucking married to the dude from Yorozu.
Oh, Jamie Pfeiffer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know what's sad? I've known Pfeiffer for almost 20 years.
And the first thing that comes to his mind is what's her face shit.
I called her Chin Girl forever.
Why am I not running this? I could be gaining
So,
so much more experience right now. Come on,
the
Steven, why don't you tell me?
the second year I was here in Tennessee, I had 3 jobs. I worked at Waffle House, I worked at Yorozu, and I was also a pin setter mechanic for the bowling alley. And after I would get off work at the bowling alley, when I didn't have to be at another job, we would all go play volleyball, and that's where I met Jamie.
Right.
We would all play volleyball after work. That was back before the Civic Center was renovated, so we had that volleyball course, and they would leave the lights on for us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What'd you say you could be doing, Matt?
Oh, I had inspirational, or cards that gives me extra bonus experience.
Oh.
I was like, why am I not running this?
Yeah, early on you should be. Especially if you have someone stronger to run with you.
I don't know what Steven's doing.
I'm up in the top
Steven's a
northeast
loser.
corner of the map.
He's a skeever? I mean, probably true.
Yeah.
What? No, no. Who told you?
Hey, just be glad, because I may give you shit, Steven, but you don't even want to know how bad I shit on Brayton.
Oh,
I've seen it.
Oh, it was bad.
Like, it got to the point where sometimes I would be there and go, maybe I
that was too much.
tone it back a little.
And then you just go, nah.
Yeah, fuck it. Like the day I got him to log off when we were playing Warframe.
He posted the other day he's trying to start up his Twitch stream again.
Oh,
I don't
God.
care. I have no.
I know.
He is the most frustrating person to watch play a game.
Oh, yeah.
It's like when we did the Minecraft thing. Like, I don't even know what he was doing. He made the game not fun.
If it doesn't go exactly his way, he's like, I can't do this.
Yeah, but we were recording. Like, that is not what you do if you want to be successful. Me or Tinker could have ran a successful Minecraft game. You have to, when you do that, you have to lay down goals and rules, because Minecraft has no game. And so it's up to the community to get together and decide. But instead, we just jumped in and played Minecraft, but you can't really play Minecraft. It doesn't work that way.
Think of, I went to Diamond City because we was playing the Fallout map.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's build a city here, do this.
But at that point, the Fallout map was old.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We should have been on a standard map and made some groundwork on what we were wanting to accomplish in it.
Right.
Because otherwise, why make the video in the first place?
Yeah.
We literally the only point of that video, and is the one thing that makes it one of my favorite videos we recorded aside from God of War, is the fact that I shit on Brayden the whole way through. And it got so bad that eventually he started shitting on himself.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't remember that, Tinker?
Oh, I remember.
Oh, okay.
I remember. I just feel, I feel bad for people sometimes.
I don't. Okay, I do. But I don't feel bad for Brayden.
You said, okay, I do.
No, I feel bad for people who can't help their situation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I don't feel bad for people like Brayden, who willingly walk into the same scenario over and over.
They call that insanity.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's the literal definition of it. Without changing anything, you keep doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah.
Expecting different results.
Yeah, I call it stupidity. I don't know.
I mean, it's along the same lines.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the vault.
Oop.
But yeah, Minecraft can be a lot of fun, but you have to go in with the right mindset, and you have to have a goal, an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, there's no game. Minecraft there is no other game like Minecraft.
Yep.
There are games that share similarities, but Minecraft literally has no game. Sure, there's 2 bosses you can kill, but who cares about that?
Right.
No, I'm serious. Like, the game is not designed to be something you play from start to finish. It's, people can go in, use their imagination, and build what they want, and build the type of game they want.
here.
What are you playing, Tinker?
I was playing Squadrons. I fixed it off of it though.
Squadrons?
Yeah.
It launched?
Yeah.
Is it good?
If you like flying games, yeah.
Yes. I'm terrible at them, but I love them.
I feel you on that. I love flying a
there I was
Battlefield.
yesterday when I started it.
Oh no, I'm awful. For some reason, as soon as you take away the ground, I can't play. The control is so awkward to me.
So, in it, you have the joysticks, but the left joysticks you look around with is your roll. Is your roll and your throttle. So if you press up on it, you go faster. Pull back, you go slower. So if you accidentally are trying to roll left or right and you thumb up, you are going faster than you need to hit a target or whatever.
I'll
or pull
do
back.
that. Yeah, I'll do that.
I do it all the time.
I have very bad stick control. That's like the last time I was good at a flying game was Star Fox.
Classic.
Oh.
The original, not any later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time I was good at, because I used to play things like Wing Commander and stuff like that. But that was when I was young, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love the
a lot
Ace
of
Combat series.
The what?
Ace Combat series.
Yeah, but that's... What am I thinking? I have that on Steam.
Hmm?
Oh, yeah. There's also the Drift game, the Air... What is it? Where you, like, do obstacle courses and stuff. It's fun. But I'm terrible at the controls.
Yeah.
Like, I can't even do, like...
Let's go.
I can't even do flight simulators.
I could do those.
I can't. I for some reason in air on No Man's Sky, the worst thing I'm good. I can play the game good until it comes to space combat, and then I have to have very specific setups to make up for my shittiness.
You better guard
My
it.
guy's terrible at piano.
But I
Much
just
better at the
have
guitar.
really, really bad stick control. So
Yeah.
that's also why I struggle in modern race games that don't allow you to change your control to the D-pad.
I am well tuned.
See, I don't understood that. Like, well, I get it. I guess some race games require you have stuff on the D-pad, but
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason I want it on, it shouldn't be on the stick is because, one, you don't use a stick in real life. So cars don't control that way anyways. And two, no matter how realistic the game is, it's not realistic. Right? So let me set it up the way it feels comfortable. But my problem is, and I ran into this problem the first time ever on Fight Night Round 3. So Fight Night Round 3, Vaughn's gone. Fight Night Round 3 uses the joysticks for all your combos. You don't use the buttons.
oh, I couldn't do that.
And it doesn't allow you to change it. And it's a great game, but I can't play it because I have awkward movement across, so I'll always end up hitting the wrong thing. So the more accurate a game is, the worse it is for me. Because I move really awkward with my thumbs. So my movement may not be perfect, and if it doesn't require extreme precision, I'll get the move off just fine.
Right.
But as soon as it's extreme precision, I just can't do it because there's always, like, I'll go slightly up.
Yep.
But I have bent thumbs. My thumbs don't move in a straight line. I don't know what they want from me.
They want you to go back and get new thumbs.
Yeah. Like, I was like, the weirdest thing is, as innovative as those controls seem, they assume everybody's thumb can move straight across.
Yeah.
And because my thumb has a very, very sharp bend in it, it doesn't move straight on a stick. Unless I hold the controller really awkward, which makes the other buttons hard to hit.
Right.
So it's so bad that if I play a fighting game, I'll set a controller in my lap so that I can move the sticks properly. It's pretty bad. But I had to do it even on the old Super Nintendo controller, set it in my lap, because I can't go straight across for a back-forward move.
Huh.
Yeah. Which is weird, because I was really good at Street Fighter.
Right?
But I would play with the controller sitting in my lap, but you didn't have triggers.
Right.
So you didn't have to worry about it. Like on Nintendo with, like, Mortal Kombat. Oh, man. So good at that shit. And then they added the triggers in, and I could no longer hold the controller the way I used to. Breaks my heart. I'd say the worst one was the Nintendo 64, though.
Oh god, the classic system, that controller was just shit.
It was one of the worst controllers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It was interesting and innovative. I'll give them that. I used to say Xbox, the original Xbox, probably had the worst controller, but I think that's only out of top tier systems. Nintendo 64's controller is an anomaly. Like, it's awful.
Yes.
Because top tier systems, what we call top tier now, have overall the same basic design concepts.
Yeah.
They're shaped roughly similar, you know what I mean? Like, everybody talks how different the Xbox and the PS4 controller is, but not really. Like, they're designed to sit in your hand in a certain way.
Yeah, because there's only so ways that you could be ergonomically good.
Yeah, so you have the arms are bigger on the PS4, but both of them have arms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's the overall concept is there for both of them.
Yep.
But yeah, that Nintendo 64 controller, I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Like, how many hours did they log on that thing?
Okay, so this is what we're going to make. It's going to have 3 arms. You can only hold 2 at one time. If you want to be able to move, you got to switch between the left and the middle.
Yeah, and we're going to make controls that camera controls over here, while you still got to control from here. So that you have to take your hand off controls in a game that requires you to jump all the time in order to move the camera. And it's like, wait, what?
See, that's where y'all got messed up, because I had an advantage over everybody else.
What, your monkey hands?
Yes.
You can hold, motherfucker can hold the button side of the controller and still reach the stick?
Yes. With both hands.
Full reach around.
I didn't have that option. I'm convinced that Tinker could gain another 140 pounds and still give me a reach around from behind.
How does that even... No.
Because you got like 6-foot arms.
Yeah.
You're like Octodad. Tinker's really an octopus. Man, he's good at hiding that shit.
That's right. I don't gain weight, it's just my arms growing.
Yeah. Oh, man. Where did Vaughn go? Did his internet go fully down?
I don't know.
Is he in game still?
I haven't. Because I'm not currently playing.
Oh, that's him messaging me right now.
Oh, yeah, it dropped him. Damn.
How'd he break the internet?
Because he's good like that. You saw what he did to the Sunfire.
We were talking about that the other day.
I vaguely remember the Sunfire. Because he had it at Orchard View.
Yep.
Yeah. He had it until about 2011, 2012?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, it had to be later than that, dude. Wasn't it?
No, because that was when Sarah and I were still together, and he might have had it. He might have still had it in 2013.
When did the economy dump down?
Oh, I don't remember.
2010, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, it would have been. No, yeah, 2012 sounds right.
If you're gonna make content for me to watch, you're gonna have to do something more than look at a person.
I'm going through quest steps at the moment, talking to this dumbass. I'm sorry.
Party with us. He's not going to talk to us in the content, dude.
You always mean to rah and Gale. No listen to you.
Wouldn't that be weird? We're in party with him, and through the content he's talking to us. Like, that would be fucking awkward. After a while, I'd be like, Steven, you know I'm right here, right?
Right? Well, I'm gonna play some Warzone, because why not?
Hopefully my new router will be in soon.
Right? Man, that's weird that your router's done that way.
It has something to do with the firmware. If you're gonna get it, you're gonna have to do a custom firmware.
I can do that.
Because what everybody's saying is ever since they added in the armor thing, that protective software, a lot of the routers will not hit the speeds they're rated to.
That's super fucked up.
Yeah, like people are getting to the point where they're like talking about not doing another whatever the router is I have. Blackhawk.
Yeah.
Or Nighthawk, sorry. Even though Nighthawk is still the top-rated router, the new Nighthawk is the best router on the market. Because of that armor, there's just so many issues. And if you have a slightly older Nighthawk like I do, it still runs like 300 to 400. But I'm connected straight line. And I still only get 300 to 400 max. We unhooked it, hooked it into the modem, and I was getting the full 9-something.
Yeah. That was what Molly told me earlier.
Yeah, so it's like, what the fuck? This thing's rated on wireless up to 1300. But now one of the problems with these routers, me and you talked about this when I was buying it, because at the time, I didn't think it'd be a problem because of usage in our house.
Right.
And that's the fact that that's actually its combined rating. So even though it can get up to 1300, because it's splitting between everything else, and all the other networks like the 2.4, the 5, the 2.5s, and everything else, it doesn't actually hit 1 gig. But it's still, it's fast. It's much faster than what we had before.
Right.
But we decided, because I was going to be trying to work from home, and because everything in our house runs online, and a lot, we need the higher rating. Because at any given moment, there's at least a dozen devices connecting to the internet. That's consistently and constantly. And then we have more attaching off and on throughout the day. Almost everything in our house attaches. And so we were like, well, internet is kind of integral to the running of our entire house.
Right.
And so the new router gets 12G.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. No, I think I went with the 6G. Not the 12G. So what it is it's missing some of the features of like Nighthawks and stuff.
Yeah.
But if all you need is a router to run gaming in your network from, and you're not worried about like a lot of beefy features, then it's the most price conscious in that grouping of routers. And it's grouped with the newest Nighthawk. But the newest Nighthawk is like $600. And this router was like $260.
Right.
So, like, it's like a huge amount lower. But it's the list of the top tier. And I was like,
I did something and Steven's stream went weird.
Oh, I was adjusting audio.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's the lowest of the highest tier. Because we don't really need the highest tier, right? Like the highest of the highest tier.
Right.
It's like the Nighthawk 3200 or something like that. I forget what it is. Or 6400 or something. It's a monster.
Why not open other doors?
Give me a second, I'll tell you exactly what I got. We had all kinds of issues getting it. Something was wrong. They kept saying we failed payment even though we had money and we're using the right card.
No questions. Be there soon.
Really, really weird. Why won't it tell me what it is? There we go. Okay, so it's the AX6000, the TP-Link AX6000.
Okay.
Is what we got. We'll be sure not to and it's essentially the lowest of the highest tier of routers. I went on like 20-something different sites that compared routers, and that one showed up almost every time.
You were great, Gale.
As the price-conscious version.
Yeah, alright, let's get moving.
But it's a Wi-Fi 6 router. It's, let me see, it's 8 gig is what it's capable of. And it has a 1.8 gig CPU. So, like, it's pretty powerful. Like I said, it's
pretty good.
Well, I say pretty good because, like, when you're talking about the lowest of the high tier, it is still, like, the highest tier of router, but the difference between it and the highest tier Nighthawk is staggering.
Ooh, now I gotta readjust the audio mix because now I can't hear anything y'all are saying.
But the Nighthawk is, the newest Nighthawk is, like, in a league of its own. It and, like, the one right below it are in a league of their own. But routers like that are made to, intentionally made to allow the user, they're for power users, and they're made to be, like, tinkered with. So everything is capable of being set to change. Whereas my router is basically a plug-and-play version of that.
Yeah.
Like, I can change some stuff, but it's not inherent to it to set a lot of things. But it's useless to me anyways, because I don't know my way around a router. The only way I'm changing anything is if I call Tinker. Well, it's true. I can work on my own computer without Tinker. I just like calling Tinker. but I can't work on a router without Tinker. So, like, it was probably doable to get this one working.
Oh no.
But I need plug and play.
Right.
On my router.
Me.
Because if something goes wrong and you're not available, I'm screwed. That's why we have to have more than one vehicle. I don't know enough about cars. If one goes down, we gotta have a fallback in case I can't get Tinker or someone over.
Right.
Because I just, like, some stuff I can do, but look at how long it took me to replace the alternator in my Explorer. Dude, it took me like 4 hours to put an alternator in. Now, granted, 2.5 to 3 hours of that was hunting for something to use as a
pry bar?
What am I thinking? Yeah, leverage. What are they called? Tension bar. Yeah, tension bar. Because I was trying to do it with just a wrench, but I had already had, problems with my arms, so... No, actually, that was before I had problems with my arm. And I still couldn't turn that thing fully. Like, it took both my hands to get it all the way open. And so, as soon as I took one hand off to go take the belt off, or put the belt on, I couldn't hold it at full open. It would only be close. But what's weird is I finally found a bar I could use as a tension bar, and it was just like, whoop. It was so fucking easy. I'm like, really? Like 2 feet make that much difference?
Yep.
So in all fairness, I knew how to replace the alternator, but, But it's just like these front control arms. I mean, technically I can replace them. Although that's questionable. I don't even know if I can break the bolt at this point. No, my arm's having a ton of problems, dude.
Oh.
I've lost, like, most of the strength all the way through my hand.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, I was telling Tinker today, like it's getting to the point where I have to buy gaming grade mice because the regular mice are too light, and I can't tell if I'm moving and clenching them.
Gotcha.
And so it cramps up my hand. When you have gaming grade, they're weighted.
Yeah.
And the clicks, you hear them. And, like, really loud, because everything's mechanical.
Yeah.
And so, like, I don't have to apply a lot of pressure, because I know. But I was using a standard mouse, and my hand was, like, drawing up on itself.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? And then I realized I was gripping it really hard. So, and we're supposed to get an MRI. I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
Nope.
Because I went to the doctor. Well, I went to the doctor. We just got to schedule the MRI to find out what's wrong with my arm. But Molly did a lot of research on it, and it turns out that every problem I have is just a possible side effect.
All unauthorized personnel will be terminated.
And it may be permanent. There may be no fixing it, and they didn't bother telling me that the amount of time I waited put me in the highest risk category possible for all of those problems. So it turns out they may have done the surgery right, and they're only guilty of ignoring me when I was telling them about the problem. So,
Gotcha.
it is what it is. But we may have found out what that lump in my arm is. You can get essentially almost like bone spurs. They're buildup of calcium on, and sometimes it'll happen under the tendon and push it out.
Gotcha.
But then I get shooting pains all the way down to my fingers. So I've got some kind of nerve problem. It's just all messed up. We'll leave it at that. I could go on. Like, the list of problems just keeps getting longer. And I was telling someone, I'm like, you know, really, I only have 2 issues, and if it wasn't for those 2 issues, I would be able to work like I've always worked. It's just that those 2 issues have a laundry list of problems.
Where'd Napier go?
He's there.
Oh.
Yeah. Focusing on not dying.
Oh yeah, you're playing. Is Vaughn not coming back?
Probably, but not at the moment because he's still down.
Oh, okay.
You give me some kick-ass weapon there, Mr. Annihilator, when I kill you.
Can you get Windows Home for cheaper than 140?
Probably.
Because that's what it costs. That's not good.
Yeah. I got it for $20 one time, but I forgot to link it to my email. So now that computer would have Windows.
Well, we'll have to link it to mine to make sure I can go back to it anytime I need to. Especially if I'm going to replace that one hard drive. Although I'm wondering if the hard drive's not dying and it just glitched. Because it hasn't happened again. You know?
Right.
Like, I'm not sure. Or maybe, I don't know. I'll have to just keep running it, because it's running spot on now.
Like I said, it had to be something glitching with that 500. Because the problem I've got right now is that both the issues you're having, like with the hard drive and the motherboard, if it's the 240, I bought both those brand new about the same time.
Well, I don't know what it is. I was playing a game. I know it's not the graphics.
Should I open any of the other
And
Open
the
every
games are
room.
ran from the secondary hard drive.
Yes, that's.
Okay.
So I don't actually know what caused it, but it shut the whole system off. And then when it loaded up, it wanted to check the disk.
Okay,
And now it's tried to check the disk 3 times loading in, and then it just stopped. It doesn't do it anymore. So I don't know if maybe there was just an issue with Windows, where it was trying to fix a minor corruption. I don't know.
It sounds like there was a corrupted data on the disk, and it
Right,
fixed itself.
because it could be from where we were trying to get the RAM to read and everything else, and cause a problem when it was loading.
Right.
Maybe, I don't know, but it hasn't happened again, so it may not be an issue at all. I'll just have to keep running it and see, because if I don't have to waste on a hard drive, there's no point. I have like 6 externals sitting around if I need space.
Right.
Because I have too many games. I've already filled up that 500.
I kind of figured it was, like I said, it was just a temporary thing.
Yeah. I actually have like 2 terabyte hard drives sitting around, but they're in cases that I would have to break to get into, but I can just use them as externals. So if I really need space, I can just plug in an external. Not a big deal. I like having the primary solid state though.
Yeah, it makes it nice, don't it?
Yeah, like, it's weird though, the difference isn't staggering.
No.
Because, you know, when people talk, they make it seem like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But not really. I mean, the games definitely run better, but the whole computer's stronger than my laptop, so that's expected.
Well,
But
part of
it's
that's
not-
because the games don't run from that.
Right.
They run from the secondary.
Well, they have to be loaded through Windows, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the primary is still responsible for running everything. I don't know. But it doesn't, like, but it's not, like, staggeringly different. Like, I would have thought, the way people talk, that it would have been this huge difference, but it's really not. The difference between that computer and mine is right where it should be. You know what I mean? For the
Yeah.
hardware upgrade. It's like basically where I would have expected it to be. So, but I mean, I do know that you can go way higher on solid state.
Yes.
I'm just not willing to invest $600 for the solid state I would want.
You can go faster if you went to a solid state, but it's not the SATA. It would be the M.2.
Well, the reason it'd be so expensive is because if I did that, I would just buy a like 4 terabyte solid state.
Yeah.
Primary, and that's fucking like $600. Because I was looking at one for my PS4. But at this point, I might as well wait on the PS5.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
You're the one I want right there.
I am.
Yep. You're this. I'm pretending this Colonel Gutsy is you. There's Bloody. He just logged back on.
Well,
He's back.
Yo! What up, though?
That took forever.
Well, you telling me, dude.
why'd you make the internet gods mad? You know how this works.
I don't know, I was just playing the internet, and then all of a sudden, everything shut off. Like, my computer shut off, the game shut off. Like, I thought you guys just got quiet all of a sudden. I was like, oh, that's strange. And I was like, oh, wait, everybody's having internet issues. And I was like, wait, nope, that's just me.
I don't like the sound of that.
They were free.
Where did that Colonel Gutsy go? No, he had he had like a lot of stuff on him. Okay, there he is. Medics.
Did we lose
Tesla
Mr. Happy?
rifle. No.
What?
He was in the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
I'm right here.
Oh, what up there?
Never mind, he's right there.
What?
Oh, okay.
What?
Oh, I came back and then I didn't hear you. I was like, did we lose Mr. Happy?
I had to pee.
Oh, my internet went down for a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah, as soon as you drop, I'm like, oh, he lost network.
Which is weird because they're supposed to call me when the outages are gone, or when they fix the outages. I didn't get a call.
Oh, of course not. Fuck them. Yeah, they like I'm not playing anything, so I'm just watching party and shit. I'm like the creeper.
It's okay.
Jeepers, creepers.
Pop up right there. Ready
No,
to get
don't
them
compare me to
peepers.
him. That guy's a child molester.
Oh,
No, he really is. The actor.
Oh, my bad.
That's why they were boycotting the last movie. A lot of people wanted the actor fired because he's a convicted sex offender.
Gotcha.
wait, what?
Jeepers Creepers. The guy that plays the monster.
Yeah.
He's a convicted sex offender. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. He was convicted. He did his time. I don't really see what that has to do with the movie.
Right.
I don't know. I guess you got to take a stance on what you think, but it's I don't know. That's a tough one. Because you want to like be understanding. People screw up, but at the same time, you know, if you got kids, you're like, I'm understanding as a human. As a father, I'll kill you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I don't believe in vigilante justice. Because as a father, our job is to kill that guy.
Yeah.
But that's why you shouldn't let us. Because, you know, we have a system for a reason. We've all agreed on that system. So, and no matter how right you think it is, the people who aren't victims shouldn't think it's right.
Come on in, cat. Or not. Fucking dumbass cat.
Because it's easy to say, oh, I had this argument with a girl once. This girl was raped. And I always feel bad for these people, but I have a hard time sympathizing with them because a lot of them are like, they want to be able to act like shitty people because something bad happened to them. And people will say that's the worst thing that can happen to you. And I'm like, no, it's not. Being murdered is the worst thing.
Not true.
I'm like, and they're like, no. And I'm like, yes, because if you're murdered, there's no chance to get over it. It's done. Like, if someone rapes you, it's horrible. And I understand if it, like, bothers you for a long time or follows you. I get that. But you have the ability to overcome, right? Like, they had control in that moment.
Midstream.
We're the only ones watching, aren't we?
Oh, true.
There is someone viewing, but I don't know who.
I have it open still.
Oh, okay. So that would be you.
Okay.
That's weird. I'm also watching.
God, I'm gonna be terrible. For your fucking streams, you realize this.
Someone's gonna go through and watch that and, and they're like, who's this guy talking about rape and shit?
No, I mean, I think everything I'm saying is reasonable. I'm a father. Like, if I was in the moment and someone messed with my kids, I'd fucking kill them.
Right.
But as a human being, I'm like, maybe I shouldn't be allowed to make that choice. Like, you know, because murder's final. There's nothing beyond that. It's final. Whereas every crime up to murder, you can come back from.
Right.
And so, like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I can be controversial, but I think most of my things are mostly about being understanding. Unless you talk to me about certain things like Brayton. I'm not very understanding. But that's personal. It's like a personality conflict.
Basically.
Yeah. Which is weird. So Brayton, I can't stand, I have a personality conflict with, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kevin, I like, but the type of person he is bothers me.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, I'm more prone to actually talk to Kevin than Brayton, even though it probably should be the opposite. But I've been avoiding Kevin.
That's fair. Kevin hasn't, well, as far as I know, Kevin hasn't really been on.
He was on earlier.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was playing Ghost.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at our friends list when I first got on. I don't know. I just don't know how to deal with him.
That's fair.
He is the outlier of the group. He's so completely different from us. But it all made perfect sense the day after I shit all over him and made him log out. You know, because I don't hold grudges. I just go on with life.
Yeah.
So it was actually a couple days later. He logged in, we talked, it was fine. I don't hold grudges, I don't care. And, he made the comment that he only went through 7th grade. And I'm like, holy shit, everything makes more sense now. Like, you just don't know. You're dumb. But the problem I have with that is, if you know you're undereducated, why are you making conversation?
Right, exactly.
That requires education. Like this is why he states things as opinions when we have facts around them.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a thing you should be doing. You cannot change something to opinion when it's based on statistics and facts.
Right.
but he doesn't understand the difference between, like, if I give you a statistic, the statistic itself is fact. Now, you can give me your opinion on its impact, but not the actual what it is. I don't know. I don't know how to deal with people at that education level. I mean, I know I should talk to him like he's in 7th grade, but I think he would take offense to that.
Probably.
Well, because to me, that's where he's at.
Oh god.
Huh?
Think well.
It wasn't long ago. I was having a conversation with Molly about people she worked with.
Mm-hmm.
And something they said, and it was really weird the way they thought about it. And I said, I hate that often I'm the smartest person in the room. And that's so fucking conceited, but in this area I find that's true a lot. And it fucking annoys me because I'm not super intelligent or anything. So, like, if most of the people we surround ourselves with are dumb, dumber than us, that's a problem. But I don't think we have an option. Like, how many people do we know that can hold the kind of conversations we tend to have?
Not a lot.
Right. And even some of them are outliers. They can kind of hold it, but they have really weird thought processes. Not to shit on her.
Very
not
in-depth conversations in the morning.
Yeah, but not to shit on her even more than I already do. But Kat's one of those people. She's intelligent, but there's something wrong with the way she thinks.
Oh yeah.
The way she processes everything. And so, like, she's sort of in that group, but then she's an outlier.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like, other people, like, and the sad thing is, Braden's on the capability to converse with us, but he exists in a portion of life we don't go to, so.
I got told not to open any other doors, but I'm opening all the doors.
No more locked doors.
Wait, are we talking metaphorically or in the game?
I'm talking in the game.
Okay. Because it was very appropriate to the conversation we're having.
Right?
I know, I saw an opportunity and I took it.
So, Steven's an outlier.
I don't know what an outlier is.
It means
That's
you're
why you're
just,
an outlier.
yeah, it means you're just smart enough to be in this group, but not really there.
Well, in situations like this, I like to listen more than actually put in a whole lot of sense unless I actually know what I'm talking about.
No, that's a good thing. That's why I don't yell at you.
True.
No, I don't mind having conversations. It's just, you gotta be, like, if you're going to assert something that I strongly believe against, you better have a really good basis for it.
Ignores 50% of your target's armor, VATS, critical. That's a pretty nice gun.
And if you have a good basis for it, I'll accept it, even if I don't agree with it.
Are you ever gonna join my party, Steven?
I never got a notification that I saw.
Oh my goodness.
I could have just been in the middle of combat, though.
I'm watching your screen right now. I sent that
He
invitation.
He could have just been fucking ignoring you.
Oh my god.
Shh, don't give him a complex.
I am. That's my goal for the new year. Give my friends complexes. Beyond what we already have, because you know we're all walking complexes, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. What's wrong with you? I've got a complex.
Or
What?
10.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
Well,
Like, people are like, oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm ADD. Oh, I'm ADHD. Oh, I'm bipolar. I'm allergic to all of you.
I'm allergic to all of you.
reasonable.
I have a complex. My problem is with problems.
I don't think the door opens from this side. I know.
We gotta make the happy gaming squad.
See,
and get back to the root of it all.
I know, like, I still have, like, all the stuff made up. I just gotta, like, finalize a few details, and then, like, we have the Happy Vampire Productions with, what is it?
Yeah.
Harbin LLC or something like that?
I
Right.
haven't made Harbin LLC yet.
Yeah, but the thing is, we need to make sure that we're not taking it too serious.
Right.
Or ourselves too serious. Like, we need to get back to just having fun and playing, because
Yeah.
life got way too serious over the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And the only way we're going to survive this intact is if we cut out our niche of happiness.
I know the perfect song for it too.
Oh, no.
Girls just want to have fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
No, I'm down. I'm down.
Yeah.
Shut up, Tinker. You're going with it. So,
I guess I'm voted out. It's okay.
yeah. You know you're one of the fun girls, Tinker. Shut up.
Girls just wanna have fun.
See?
There you go. There you go.
See? He sounds like he has a cock in his mouth.
That's right.
Oh, I'm glad we're going to be doing this on YouTube. We'll get banned quick as shit.
Let's see here.
Now, look,
I should have put my boost on, because I just did
Speaking
fifth
of-
place in singles.
speaking of perfect song, have you guys heard the new song Blighted Lights? Or not Blighted Lights, Blinding Lights.
Blinding Lights?
Oh yeah.
That song is like, I cannot stop listening to this song. It is an 80s throwback by, what's-his-face?
It reminds me of Michael Jackson.
Sort of. It's, okay, it's so 80s that you will swear you've heard the beat before, even though it's completely new.
Look, Cat, I like you. Stay on the floor.
Who's the guy? I keep forgetting his fucking name. Hold on, let me bring up my Spotify, I'll tell you.
As part of the Treasury Department, look after the
Oh,
nation
excuse me.
Trade.
as well as protect.
I'm gonna
It
trade
looked
you.
like everything was going sideways.
The Weeknd
Ordered all the gold reserves.
is who makes it. Okay, dude, I am telling you, like, it is my favorite song of, like, the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
It is really
I
catchy.
can't stop listening to this song. It's not just catchy. I think it has staying power. Because you think like catchy like Lady Gaga. It was very catchy, but had very little staying power.
Fighting activities,
Yeah.
security systems, and robots.
But this song, it's weird because it's got that upbeat 80s techno-ish,
Running out of food.
and yet it's about never having not had love in a long time.
Now, when I say it reminds me of Michael Jackson, I should have been more specific and said the musician, the guy that sings it, reminds me of Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah. The Weeknd,
Yeah.
he's good. He does that song the Face Numb song. Oh, what the fuck's that called?
My face is numb.
No, he's really good. I just can't seem to think of the damn song. I have several by him.
Alright, I'm going back to training, boys.
Well, back
Quad
to training.
singles.
Oh no.
Back to the safe part.
Well, I did fifth place in singles.
Bullet in you. Tried to take our gold.
Oh wow.
Nice.
There's been enough death lately. And I'm not
So,
sure I can
obviously my
back
training's
that.
not done.
So the gold is yours.
There we go.
Get us out of
The other
Right.
cat
Oh,
coming out.
here. Open the door
don't worry.
back to using emergency
I'll either kill you or let you out of there. Either way, the gold
Whoa.
is mine.
Whoa.
Oh, he does the song "Can't Feel My Face."
I can't feel my face when I'm with you.
Yeah, that's the Weeknd.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does the Blinding Lights song, and it's fucking. Trust me, listen to the song. It's amazing.
You've heard it. I'm sure you've heard it. It's on TikTok everywhere.
Yeah, like it
Probably.
is huge, and it's just been released as a single. The album didn't even get released yet.
Oh wow.
Like, this song is massive. It's got a killer beat, very 80s vibe, but then the song itself isn't 80s. It has way more lasting power.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't rave enough about the song, and I'm not like this with a lot of music nowadays. Like, most of my lasting songs come from decades past,
Right.
going back to probably about the 60s. Because I listen to everything, like modern music, old music, but just because I listen to it doesn't mean it's going to be on my playlist forever.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a lot of songs on my playlist from where I added them during a moment that I no longer listen to.
Oh yeah, me too.
So, but I keep them there because they, you know, I like them for a reason. It's the same thing. I do have several Lady Gaga songs. I never listen to her anymore, but there was definitely something interesting about her music.
I know you loved her for a very long time.
Oh no, it only lasted for like a year. At her highest point of relevancy.
Yeah.
But the problem with
Face,
her songs, Poker Face is amazing. I don't care what anybody says. But the problem is that her songs aren't a repeat song.
Thanks for not shooting.
You know what I mean? So, like, you can put certain albums, like some of Queen's albums, you can put them on repeat. And they don't actually become hated, right?
Yeah.
There are certain albums, certain songs, certain artists that you can just infinitely repeat.
Oh, that guy
and I think Blinding Lights is like that. I think you can infinitely repeat it. But no, Lady Gaga is not infinitely repeatable. I think it's because of the beats in it. They'll wear on you after a while. It's the same thing that made it so catchy.
Thank God. I thought I was gonna die here.
I don't know. I'm not a music expert. I just really like a lot of music.
My friends, I was on the reactor team when it malfunctioned. A lot of them ended up looking like me, except their minds have melted too.
And it's hard for me.
Late tonight.
Nice.
I was able to stabilize the reactor, but it won't come online with
my microphone's dying.
this high.
Oh no.
I'm gonna have to vent the air from the chamber. That will clear the radioactive
But it's
gas.
hard for me too because I listen to a huge range of music. Like, I have yet to meet anybody who can listen to everything I listen to.
Don't
Right.
go near the reactor. Radiation doesn't get you.
I forced
And-
Tinker to listen to my music.
I'd sneak around
Well,
there
like, I
first.
like your music, it's just not on my top.
You need to get to that
Yeah.
room that overlooks the reactor.
But I don't dislike it. I like a large range of music.
Take any more.
But yeah, I mean, I have everything from anime-style songs to K-pop, you know?
Yeah.
To blues, to gospel. I mean, I fucking listen to everything.
Other side of this door.
What is this? This is new.
The only thing I don't like, and I don't know why, is I don't like country-specific folk music.
Okay.
Like, you know, like you'll get the Irish or Celtic folk music, you'll get the Scottish or the Japanese. For some reason, I just don't care for them.
Huh. I like some of them.
They sound good, I just can't listen to them for any amount of time.
I really enjoy Mongolian throat singing. I didn't know I enjoyed that so much, but I do.
It does.
I think it's because I'm a product of modern society in the fact that music, when you get into like country style music that's older, layered sounds rather than entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And because I'm very entertainment focused, they tend not to impact me the way they should. Because they're definitely, a lot of that music's more complex. But what's weird is I love classical music. But I grew up listening to it, so that may be the difference.
Me and
Or I'm
Tinker
just
were
racist.
listening to like Frank Sinatra yesterday.
Yeah.
No, I love Frank Sinatra. He's
yeah,
on my
definitely.
playlist.
Rat
My
Pack.
actual favorite, though, is Lionel Richie.
Okay. Lionel
Yeah.
Richie's pretty good. I'm not
Lionel
a big fan
Richie
of Nat
is
King
not
Cole.
pretty good. Lionel Richie shits all over fucking everybody else.
Hey, Bloody.
Hey, Waddy.
I don't know if you can come in here or not, but
He's
You
got some
wanna-
surprise.
I got a
Apparently.
surprise for you. Yeah, that's what it is.
Here's the thing. The guy you were talking, the Rat Pack, right?
Ah, damn
If
it.
you play them for a young person, they're not going to give a shit about those songs.
Right.
But you can play some of Lionel Richie's music and they'll like it.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie had this insane staying power with his songs because they were very ahead of their time. Like some of his songs sound like they were modern.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't
fair.
know.
I mean, a lot of his songs do hold up to now.
Yeah, that's the difference. Even though I would say that the Rat Pack were bigger in their day than Lionel Richie was in his, Lionel Richie is still capable of selling.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rat Pack just isn't. That type of music isn't appealing to people nowadays. Because, like, I was playing New York, New York for my kids, and they just looked at me funny.
Aww.
And I'm like, that's a classic. It was in movie after movie after movie.
Yeah.
But they're right. It has no modern power.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Lionel Richie came later, and his music had more rhythm and beat to it. I mean, let's face it. If it wasn't for black people, music would suck in this nation.
That's true.
No, I mean, I'm not even playing. Like, they breathed a life into this music that made us underappreciate other types of music.
Yeah, definitely.
Shit.
And we owe it all to blues.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a huge blues fan, but its roots affect every other genre.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to AC/DC, if you just listen to their popular songs, you wouldn't know this, but AC/DC is predominantly a blues band.
Okay.
Most of their songs have roots in the blues. So if you listen to, like, if you listen to their popular albums, it all sounds the same, right? But if you listen to their other albums, it's got very blues background to it, so it sounds very different compared to, and it works better with his voice.
That's fair. I can see that.
Yeah, blues is very good with that raspy, gravelly voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, they were originally heavily influenced by blues. It's just the same as, have you ever heard of Lordi?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they are a Queen tribute band, originally.
Okay.
Or not a Queen, sorry, Kiss. A Kiss tribute band. And you can see that in the way they do their stage performance and stuff. Incidentally, they won the European music thing one year. What's funny is they won with the Hard Rock Hallelujah, which I think out of their top songs is bottom of the list. But even though they're all like demonic dressed up and real like guttural, they're so Kiss in their overall like design that their music hits different than that genre usually does. So they made mainstream. I could talk about music for days.
Oh, yeah.
I just love music. I can't imagine my life without it. Which is funny, since I have zero musical talent.
Stupidity.
Like, I can't play an instrument, I can't sing, I can't write music, I can't read music. But I love music. My life has a soundtrack to it.
What about the Haji Baji?
Haji Baji.
Yep. About to go in the gulag, boys. Die.
You got to do what you got to do.
I'm the Gulag King.
It's true.
I've been replaced. I found a TikTok person who's called the Gulag King. He's okay at the game and really good at the Gulag.
There you go.
Basically, he's better at one-on-one than fighting teams and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't... Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this game. Best twice now I've been killed by someone not aiming at me. But the bullets
See,
hit me
that
before
sounds like lag.
Because it's in their replay.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's a latency issue.
Yeah. The problem is I'm supposed to be at like 34 millisecond latency now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think that's fully us, though. I think there's issues with modern online games.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I said, the first time I died was in the first match. Now I come back and got 5th in that one, but like this one, dude is in Gulag. He's aiming at the wall behind me up. He starts shooting. It shows hit markers and before he gets even close to where I'm at. I'm like, how does that work?
Yeah, that's a latency. That's not lag. That's latency.
So, but you know, if that's his screen, then why am I?
No, he didn't see that on his screen. That's what you saw. On his screen, he fucking lit you up. I'll guarantee it.
Well, like I said, but it was his replay. It was like the replay of his side.
Oh, no. You won't see what he saw.
See, then why is it a replay? Why do you even give that an option?
Right, because the replay still has to happen on your end. Right? So, like, it's not going to take his internet into consideration or anything like that. Or, like, if you have latency, it's still going to show you what you saw.
Yeah, but it was from his point of view.
Right, but just because it's from his point of view doesn't mean it's from his end. Does that make sense? It's still happening on, like, all of that happens on your end. So any issues you're having, actually,
you might need to heal,
I think
Bloody.
you're right, because when I see replays where things happen differently in game than the way they actually happened, I always see them the right way in the replay. Because it's not lag required. Right? Because the replay doesn't care about your internet connection, right?
No, it shouldn't, because it should be catching the last
what happened.
Last X amount of seconds of their side, then show it to you. That way you can verify it wasn't a
Yeah,
cheating
no.
shit.
Yeah, no, now that I think about it, every time I have issues in game, the replay shows something different than what I saw on my screen.
Yep. It's like that last time we played, me and Bloody and... Who was all playing with us that day? Me, French, and, Steven?
I don't think French was playing, because he said he doesn't have the game anymore because he had to delete it.
Right.
I think it was just the 3 of us. I think we were playing trios.
What a crybaby.
But we were all looking, they were all spectating from my view. Guy comes out the door.
Yeah.
Looks like he's pointing straight at the other end of the map, and then he starts shooting me. His gun never lifts up. He never looks like his character, like his model and sprite doesn't ever look or anything like that. And then
What
his replay
PlayStation
shows.
are you on?
I'm on mine, my black one. In the living
Okay.
room.
I was only asking because I had issues like this on the white one.
Well,
and
that
they
day I think I wasn't.
all those issues went away when I got a different PlayStation.
See, I would say I was on the white one that day, but I wasn't because
Right. I was just making sure.
Nothing personal.
Christina got her PlayStation,
Right.
and we hooked it up in the bedroom
Any last words?
so that we all wouldn't have any issues with internet or nothing. And it was on that PlayStation, so it was a brand new PlayStation, like a week old.
Okay, yeah. That's. It could just be problems with your internet, though, if it's not registering, because, like, your IP controls so much.
Yeah.
So if you're having issues on your end, because, like, the PlayStation, like I said before, the problem with the white PlayStation is it still worked. And so it took a long time before I realized it was having problems, because they were
Steven,
odd.
why did you just kill James Bond? I'm very mad at you right now.
Because he tried to kill me.
No. I mean, he's James Bond, Steven.
Well, that means I did what nobody else could.
No, they thought they killed him hundreds of times. He'll be back. He's James Bond.
That's true.
He may be a different guy next time, but he'll be back. I heard the most ridiculous statement the other day. The people making James Bond said, well, he doesn't have to be white. Yes, actually he does. He's in Northern Europe, you idiots.
Yeah.
There's not exactly a million black people walking around. Who the fuck doesn't know who this... Because Trevor Noah said it best. No, was it Trevor? Yeah, it was Trevor Noah, right? Yeah. He was talking about, no, a black James Bond couldn't work because he goes into countries that are like 99% white.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, where is he? Where is he? Oh, there he is. And he's like, how do you keep finding me? And they're like, really? And it makes sense. Like it's okay to whitewash when the story makes sense to whitewash, right?
Yeah.
Like James Bond being black. Now, unless you go outside of the books, right? Where he wouldn't be so easily recognizable a figure, then he could be black. The problem is when you look at the old James Bond movies, everybody knows who James Bond is.
Yeah.
I don't think the regulations cover this situation.
So, like, being black just makes you stick out like a sore thumb, but if you do it more modern take, then being black doesn't matter.
This guy looks like John Waters. Or
Waters.
Well, look at him. Yeah, I'm John Waters, and this is the creep.
How many humans?
But it's just like them doing the gender swaps with all the Marvel characters.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm double-edged on it. I'm cool with having strong female superheroes. That's not an issue. The problem is, instead of creating characters, we're just appropriating male characters. But then the flip side of that is, all of the good characters are male, just about. And we've been writing them so long, what's left?
Right.
So I'm not really sure what the answer on that is. It just feels shitty because can Superman be black? Sure, they've done that. But, you know, it's just like, why couldn't they just make a really good black superhero? And leave Superman Superman.
I wish they would, actually.
Although, well, now I'm going to argue that Superman less so matters. And the reason why is because Superman is supposed to be every man.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, white makes more sense for that, but he can be any race. It really doesn't matter, because he's more about an ideology than a color. So that was probably a bad example. He's probably the easiest one to translate the different racial. But I don't have a problem with them changing things. I just would rather them leave them and write better characters. That are, because if you just translate a male character to female, a lot of times they fall flat. Look at Captain Marvel. Okay, people could say what they want, but comic book wise, Captain Marvel blows. I don't care what anybody says. Carol Danvers is not a cool comic. And she's inferior to the male counterpart. She just wasn't written very well. But on the flip side, T'Challa sucked in the comics, and his sister was way more interesting. And I'm hoping that they make her the next Black Panther. Because I actually liked that comic line with Shuri as Black Panther.
Yeah.
So that's one of the situations where gender swapping is superior, not inferior. Same thing with She-Hulk. She-Hulk is superior to Hulk in pretty much every way possible. As long as you're ignoring all the comics that are very slutty and gender biased. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, they did the same thing with Harley Quinn, but if you look at Harley Quinn New 52, she really came into her own.
Right.
So, and like Power Girl looks slutty on the surface until you realize she's all about being who she is and not being afraid of being female and busty and everything. And then it takes on a different tone, and if you do it right, it's empowering instead of just, you know, showing boob for the sake of showing boob.
Right.
Exactly.
And she's a better version of Supergirl in that case. But it's all about how you handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's sadly they're going to cancel Supergirl.
Aw.
I don't know why. They did the Justice League. Did you see that? In Flash
No.
TV show? Yeah, they brought together the Justice League.
Oh, okay.
But apparently they're canceling Supergirl.
Because that makes sense.
Well, nobody needs her for the Justice League.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, but Supergirl's an irrelevant character. I would much rather them pull Power Girl in because she made a little more sense. But because of Superman, regular Supergirl